Sketching assignment, problem number 3. So this is the sketch which we want to create. Let us start creating it. So we have a circle, in fact two circles of diameter 36 and 60. We'll draw these circles. Next, we have these 4 circles of which diameter is 12. Now these 3 circles are situated on the circumference of a circle with radius 64. So what we'll do is we'll create a horizontal axis and another horizontal axis here, and we'll mention the distance between the two axes as 64, and then create this first circle of diameter, or yes, okay, of diameter 12. Next we have this circle, and this is at an angle 30 degree. If you connect the center of this circle with the center of this circle, so this imaginary line would be creating an angle of 30 degree with this vertical axis. So this angle is 30 degree. And just like how this distance was 64, similarly the distance between this center point and this center point is 64 again. Then there is this circle here, and its radius is 10, its diameter is 20. And now this is outer diameter, or outer circle is of diameter 60, and this here is of diameter 20. So, and the distance is 64. So that means this is 30, this is 10, this is 40, and then the remaining is 24. So we can draw a circle of diameter 24 or radius 12 here, and this particular arc, it is given of a radius 12, right? So that means the arc would start at this point and this point, and its center would lie on this axis. So let us create that arc of radius 12. Now if you check the right, we have taken this point such that it is located on this particular axis. If you check the diameter, it must be 12, right? So it is saying that it is over constrained because we have selected these 2 points in such a way that the distance is 24. That means we don't need to mention the diameter here, but it is 12 here. We don't need to provide the radius again, and it is also tangent at this point, so we don't need to constrain the, or we don't need to mention that these are tangents. You can see here, because the center pointing is like on this, and it would by default be tangent to this, so we don't need to constrain it again. Then this circle here of radius 12, and it is located at distance 125 from this horizontal axis. So we'll create this axis and then mention the distance between these two axes as 125. This R1 will indicate that these circles are of same diameter, which they are, right? You can see these are 4 circles of diameter 12, and the outer circle is now of a radius 12, that is diameter is 24. Then there is an arc which is tangent to this outer circle and this outer circle, and its radius is 54. We'll select this circle and this circle here, and we'll select these points randomly. You must keep looking at the center point of the circle, and it must not, right? It must not be situated at any of the axes, otherwise you will not be able to change the diameter. You can see the center point is changing along as I change the radius of the arc. So it must be in open space. It should not lie on any of the entities, otherwise we will not be able to change the radius. So I've selected this point randomly, center point. I want this with a radius of 54. This is tangent to this outer circle, and again this circle and this circle arc is tangent here, and now this is 54. Similarly, there is a line which is tangent to this outer circle and this outer circle here. So select the line tangent and then select this first circle and this circle here. We have drawn this tangent. So up till now we have created this geometry, and if you look at this, right, it is somewhat symmetric, right? So this line here is also symmetric here. This arc is symmetric. The circle is also symmetric. Or these two circles are symmetric rather. These two arcs are also symmetric. So let us create this geometry which is symmetric. So we'll select those entities which are symmetric. For example, this arc, this here. But before that, we'll have to delete these sections. Okay, we don't want this. We don't want this arc here and this here. And then we'll select these entities which are symmetric. Select the mirror tool and select the center axis. Similarly, remove these entities which are not required. This is also symmetric. So this is the required geometry which we wanted. The angle is 30 degrees between these two circles, and these circles are located at an imaginary circle circumferences of radius 64. So with this we have created this required sketch. Let's see.